guys, it is another beautiful episode of the Men's Corner on Adaba FM TV. And you know how we do it on the show. This is where we create for men to lend their voices and press home their demands. My name is Oluwanifemi Adebayo, but you know you can call me Anike Omeda. And on today, we have two grown-up men. You understand that we're going to be delving into the topic of today. And let me start by introducing them one after the order. So let me start from my left. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, my name is Moses Ojo.
Okay, we have Mr. Moses Ojo today. I would put Mr. And to my right,
I am Remy Adesanya.
and we have Mr. Remy Adesanya. So these are the gentlemen that we're going to be delving into the topic of today. If you know that you have not subscribed to this channel, all you need to do is to press the notification button right now, and then you will be notified anytime we say we drop any episode on the show. And what are we talking about on the show this beautiful, beautiful day? You know, everything that has to do with men, every of the men's concern, everything that has to do with them. That is what we will be always, we would always talk about on the show today. And today we are looking at communication. We are looking at how difficult it is for men to communicate in either in their relationship or their marriages or their friendship or whatever thing that you men are going through. So we are going to be delving about communication generally today. So now let me start with Engineer Moses on the show this afternoon. So I want you to try and tell me, why is it so difficult for men, in your own opinion now, or let's say generally for men, why do you think it's so difficult for men to communicate with people, or let's say especially with the other gender? Because in my own opinion, if you ask me, I would say maybe some men are shy, or is it lack of confidence? So why would you say, what are the things you feel like it is very difficult for men to communicate?
Well, if I may have to start with first, you have a kind of
Giving like
submitted that men don't used to.
And so I was okay.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think is right.
Okay.
Actually, what I know generally of men is that men are always, if you rate it, we are a kind of people of short. Generally, men don't
Talk too much.
Don't talk too much.
Okay.
Whatever they want to say, they say it, and those saying are meaningful sayings. Not like a woman that can, women as you can shout, you can begin make gossip.
Now we they gossip.
Yes.
But we have some men that are gossiping actually.
I'm not saying there is no men that is not gossiping, but the thing is that it is synonymous with women talking more than men. Men, the talking of men are always action talk.
Okay.
That's what I know all the time.
Okay, so let me go to Mr. Remy now. What do you think are there's some kind of challenges that men faces when it comes to communication? How would you put that?
Well, to me, men don't actually communicate the way other genders or the world want them to communicate, because right from onset, men are wired or built or trained to be strong, to absorb things,
Okay.
and they are trained as a problem solver. That means they have a critical thinking about things. They don't just talk about things. So before they utter a word, before they say A, they are coming from Z. Do you understand? So for them to just talk now, it will take a lot of grinding, a lot of understanding. So that's why the other gender, the opposite gender, find it difficult to understand men at times. They think that everything is on the express. Why before a man could say yes, he has gone back to no, to understand, okay, if I say yes, what is the end of it? So before you could say yes, you understand the meaning of no. So that's why most women, or most the whole world now, don't understand why men don't feel like talking most time.
Okay, now you mentioned the word strong. That is like a societal expectation. They will feel like men are supposed to be strong, just like you said it. Men are supposed to be strong, they're supposed to absorb, they're supposed to, they do not show emotions. Even when some men are going through some kind of pains, or they will say, "Ọkùnrin ni ẹ́, o ní láti le, you have to be strong." Wàá ṣe bí ọkùnrin, you understand?
Yeah.
So that is the societal expectation. So how do you think, or how will you say that these expectations have affected men in their
A lot,
communication?
a lot. It has affected a lot of men in communicating because
Mm,
emotion vulnerability is affecting a whole lot of men,
mm,
and that has caused them some, not only some, a bunch of things that they can't even explain. The
mm,
first thing is uh, the society did not want men to admit fear or failure.
mm,
And when you are not wired or taught to admit that you have failed or you have a fear, you begin to withdraw to yourself instead of say, "Yes, I made mistake." Society that we are in now don't expect a man, quote and unquote,
mhm,
either from young boy
mm.
to admit fear or to admit that
And
yes,
ọkùnrin ni ẹ́, you have to be
you have to
strong.
be strong. Even when you are dying, they
Mm,
still want you to be strong. And when you look at our fathers, they went through a lot. Until you become a father yourself, you know that this man has passed through a lot of things
mm,
because, and you will never see such man, okay, showing it. Not showing is different from talking.
mhm,
Showing is even a bit on the lighter mode than
mm,
talking. Talking is heavy, and showing it is another way that we have to look. Showing fear, showing
mm.
forth.
Emotions,
No
yeah.
man doesn't show emotion.
I have heard what you said. So let me ask the same question from you, Engineer Moore. It is like I said, it is what people expect. The society expect men to be strong.
To
How
be
would you
strong, yeah.
react to that? How would you say that has affected communication in men generally?
Yeah, actually, the society is expecting a lot from men.
Mm,
Even from the inception, God has even made it so. That was why God created men first,
Yes.
according to the Bible. You know, men, it's not immediately that God created a woman, the assistant. He created man first to do most of the job first before he now thought that let me
we
just
need
We
an
need
create
help.
an
helper.
helper. So, which means it translates even to the present society that men needs to do a lot. They do a lot, and that a lot that they do will definitely affect their thinking, their speaking out, their everything. Man will know that he needs to provide for the home. He needs to provide, do a lot of things, to do the most important thing. So many things. Those things that are going on in men's head are very serious things. So and actually, if serious things are going in your head, your thinking also will be affected. You're speaking out of you first of all think of it that before I speak out, let me do
Mm,
that thinking.
yeah.
All these
Process.
things first, process everything in your head before you come out with what you are. So definitely you will speak less. Unlike people that are like the other gender,
Talk to us directly. I'm here.
well, the other
I'm
gender,
here.
the
The
other
other
gender,
Yeah,
gender.
Wale.
the other gender. You know,
Yes.
most of you have your own time, and God also do one thing. Do you know that thing? God wired the female gender in such a way that they can handle so many things. They can gossip at the same time, then be doing their small work they are doing.
Yeah.
So
We
and
multitask. I wouldn't say, yeah,
multitask.
we can multitask.
You see, the gossiping too is one of the tasks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
but
now.
men don't have the time for all those things. So the load on men most of the time doesn't make them to be able to just open their mouth and speak anyhow and communicate. Before they do that communication, they will have processed it and make sure that they are genuine solution to problems.
Okay,
So that is it.
okay.
Society also
Affects them. Hmm.
affected them
So
as
that
well.
means societal expectations from men
Expectations,
Expectation.
yes,
affect them. Okay,
yes.
now
Yes.
I understand the fact that men struggles with, I mean, they struggle with a lot of things. I understand the fact that, you have to be a provider, you need to be a protector, you need to be there, you need to give
You need to be
attention,
Everything.
you have to
carpenter,
be
you will
carpenter, you
be
have to be
the rewire,
electrician.
the this.
I
For
mean,
instance, this morning I've received a call that one window is not opening.
so
Whereas I'm here far away.
carpenter.
Can you
Okay.
imagine?
So I know that men grapple with a lot of things. They have to, struggle before they put food on the table. Just like you said, they have to think straight. They shall have a lot of things that they think. Now, how can you say that, or how can we say that it is best way for men to always communicate whatever they are going through? you guys have emotions. You guys
Yes.
have things that you think
Yes.
about. You have
Yeah.
your downtime. You
Yeah.
have your moments that you just want to talk to somebody. So how can we tell them to always communicate with people if they are not, if they are in their own downtime?
Yeah.
So how can we tell them to always communicate?
Well, I think that has to do with the other partner, because I believe we are talking to matured
Mind.
people, matured minds, and all, which I believe they must have gotten somebody as assistance, the the helper, the
Yeah.
helpmate, and so I think it has to be in collaboration with the collaboration of the two of them. The wife also, as or the spouse, should know when the man is going through a lot of things. He should know how to come up to at least to ginger him to come out. Because at times, there are some people that if you don't bring
Extract.
them out from their shell,
Sure, yeah.
just like myself, let me use myself as an example. If I'm going through some things, I don't usually speak out. Particularly if there are some challenges, I will want to make sure that those challenges are solved. Solutions to it are already before I can say, yes, I will speak out. So I think it has to do with those spouse, the other gender.
other
They should
person.
try as much as make a study of who their man is, and then know how to bring them out of their shell so that they can speak out whatever is going to their. They should be mind readers so that they can know when these men are going through some things. They can talk to them so that they can come out with
Okay,
whatever they have in
so
mind.
there was this question I asked earlier. I mean, that was my first question. Why do we think men struggle with communication? What is the problem? What is that challenge? Go, 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 go. Why do you think you men struggle to communicate, either with your spouses or with either in the community or with people outside? Why is it difficult? Why do you
The
struggle to
first thing
communicate?
is the first thing of fear of being judged.
Hmm.
When, for example, now if I tell you that I'm scared of rats, you think
A old
a
grown
grown
man.
man.
You have to be
You
strong.
have to be strong. If I tell you that I'm scared of talking to a woman as a grown man that is of
Maybe just
marriageable
post woman.
age, to talk to a woman, you think
That should
we talk pẹ̀lú gbogbo Cambridge. So the first thing is fear of being
being
judged.
judged.
If I tell, let's say, it's not even women now. If I tell my boss, I'm scared of, this morning I got to work, I said, sir, I'm a bit scared of going to transmitter. You will think that, why are you scared? You understand? And if I tell the overall boss that, I'm a bit scared of attending meeting today, it's not because I don't want to attend. Or my oga patapata is like, so, oh, yeah, all those things. So the fear of being judged is the first thing that most men try to be within themselves. They would like to process everything like Engineer Moses has said. Make sure that it's inch perfect so that nobody will judge them that whether they when they fail or they didn't talk or in a gathering of people, women might stand up to talk, nobody will judge them. But when a man stands up,
get
you think that
judged too.
what are you saying? Are you not supposed to be a man? You understand? Another thing is fear of being mocked. You're supposed to be a man now. Or Benny. Well, so all these things comes together to affect the communication of a man. Now let's come to man and women, maybe husband and wife. When you didn't do well, believe me,
Do well in what
in every area,
what
in all
let's be
aspects.
specific. Okay.
Let's say,
Okay.
let's say for example now, you are expecting to meet up an expectation maybe from income.
Okay.
Now, fear of your spouse judging you based on your achievement now affect most men not to talk about their challenges outside. You understand? Let's say you are supposed to bring in few thousands and you are maybe few hundred short. You will not think of, she will not think of the effort you put in to get that few thousands that remains few hundreds. You will think, this money is not enough. You understand? So those are the things that affect man's communication, maybe within in and around himself or in an organization or from his own wife. It takes a lot for that guy or for that man to open up when it's not meeting up targets.
But we should be able to talk. Now, let me ask you, Engineer Mo. I want to paint a scenario where we have a couple. We have a couple where, in marriage, some men will say, I don't want to be violent. Maybe they have a troublesome wife, and then the wife will giving them issues, and then they're like, "Oh, tiba sorrow." Mama no pani. I mean, when we are supposed to react, I expect that when something like that happen, I expect that man to react immediately, even if it's not going to lead to violence. So why do you think some men restrain themselves from talking? Maybe if they are going through, it is not only. Don't let us forget that it's not only women that go through abusive
Yes,
relationship
yes.
or
Men
anything.
yeah.
Men too go through stuff like that. So why is it always difficult for them to talk back at that moment or to just react to it?
Yeah, you know one thing, you women, you know how to provoke man in particular. If, just like the example you have pointed now,
Yeah.
the scenario you pointed that there is an issue between a man and a
Yeah.
woman,
Mhm.
and most of the time the man will always prefer to just take his or his
Yeah,
shirt and
yeah,
just
just walk
leave.
walk
away.
away.
It's just because to avoid any ugly situation. You see, the thing is that to be sincere, if you look the rate women they talk more than men,
Yeah, that one day.
and they easily provoke men. And by the time, particularly most of the time when women are hungry,
Yeah.
they
They-
speak anyhow. They
everything,
can
they
speak
let it
things that
out.
they will let anything out of their mouth to even to the extent that it can provoke the man. And a very sensible man in such thing, because if you can read your Bible very well, Bible says that in fact that's why what we are even talking about is even inside Bible, because Bible says that we should put bridle in our mouth.
Wow.
We should speak less, but use your ears
Just to
more.
listen, yeah.
It's better to listen more than to speak more. So that's why most men at a critical situation like this, they will prefer in obey to what the Bible says, because I'm of the faith of the Bible.
Okay.
So to be in obedience with
Obedience.
what the Bible says, it's always better to just leave that area and let the thing calm down. Because I found out that most of the times when the women are very hungry,
It's
it's
just at
better
that
you
moment, Abby.
leave them alone, walk away,
But some of
let the
us,
thing
even if you go and come back, you will
let
come back and still come and meet us.
then there must have been a kind of temperature where must have
As a
gone
moment.
down.
Heat.
At that time, you can now sit down and begin to
So
bring out the thing. So
Okay.
I think it's a natural thing, and well, God knows why,
How
because
you,
we
you
don't want
wired
to
the man.
create problem. That's why most of
So
the time
are
we
you
run
now
away
saying women are
from
the
those.
ones creating problems?
it's not like that.
There are some men too.
It's
They are
not
the
that.
ones
It's
that
not.
they are just like that.
Yes,
I
But
know
if
of
you
some men that are
if you look
troublesome,
at
that
it,
talks too much.
if you look
You
at if
know,
you put it on a
but
scale,
still,
you will see that.
women.
women are
Now we
more
too they do.
And
We
indecisive,
it's
too
and
because
do.
they
we
speak
too don't do.
more.
We too do, Abby. We
Yes,
too do.
yes.
Okay, now let us help ourselves. Let's help the men, and let's just advise them. How can we, strengthen this communication? How can we help men to, always come out to speak their truth, to always come out to speak their mind whenever they are in troubles? And they should not just come out, basically. They should say it out. So how do we tell them? How do we advise them to always speak up?
There's this popular saying that say that if you talk, you die. If you
No
don't
talk.
talk,
Talk
you
to
die.
that.
There is nothing can overcome you speaking out your mind. But the only thing is you must know how to
To
speak out
say
your
it.
mind. When you are hungry, like my engineer Moses said, it's better to keep quiet, because when you speak at the point of anger, you might say something that you will regret. So when the whole thing cool down, you can form a round table, talk your mind. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. At that point, it's not left for you to determine the reaction of others. You have let out the heat. Then you can now take your seat back and reflect. Not that you reflect on your own. Your own understanding as a man might not capture the whole pictures of what the reality of things until you let other people to see it from different angles. So keeping to yourself at times as a man is not really the best. And man whoever that is listening or watching us now should know that when you are being judged, it's not you that are being judged. It's the people that didn't understand you that are judging themselves in your own view. So talking out, sitting with people to tell them how you are feeling. Maybe you come out from work and you don't have the best day at work. Instead of you taking it to yourself, you can
Just
call,
let it
let it
out.
out.
Let it
I'm not
out.
today work is not that good.
Okay.
There's nothing bad
In
in
a
that.
minute, Engineer Mo, what can you just say?
Yeah, to me, I
Advice.
think it's not good really for us to be keeping all these things to ourselves. That's why these days we have therapists, we have pastors, we have imams, we have leaders, we have people. We should have somebody that we can,
Talk to.
well, even your wife too. People like that you can talk to and
Yeah.
try to bring out all those problems so that you can discuss it. And then they said a problem
Shared is
that
half solved.
is half solved. So I think it's better for us to always speak out. It's
Okay.
good.
Okay. All right. We've heard everything that we have said on show this day. It is always good for you to talk out. I mean, whatever you're going through as a man. I mean, it's even everyone. But for the fact that we're on the men's corner, so we are really concerned about the men. We see your struggles. We see what you go through. You have emotions. You have things that you go through as well. You have things that you pass through. So share with us. Let us be able to, share that problem with you. I will go share your problem. A problem shared is half solved. So let us always be speaking out. So it's okay, generation allow. May you always speak out and let people hear what you go through so they can provide solution for you. All right. This is going to be the side of this show for today. And I want to say big thank you to everyone that has been following us. Do not forget that you should click the this notification button and you're going to be notified whenever we drop another channel. I mean another episode of this show. Join us again next time when we bring you another beautiful topic and discussion, conversations about men on the Men's Corner. My name is Oluwanifemi Adebayo Anike Omegba. See you next time. Bye for now.